Hi, it's Tony McGreal here. Some of you may have seen my guitar instrumentals on YouTube already. I started about 7 years ago and I was doing covers at that stage. And then I moved on to doing original instrumentals about 5 years ago. And they're doing okay. And I'm really pleased with my subscriber list. I'm really pleased that people think it's okay. So I do it for my own pleasure really, but it's nice to have people watch it as well. This is a different video. This is not playing the guitar. This is to do with one of my guitars. I have played a red Tanglewood Evolution in the past. I played that on several videos a few years ago, and it's got a good sound, and it has been my favourite guitar, even though it's not the most expensive, and I have quite a few guitars in my collection as well. Like I say, I think it's my best in terms of the sound and the playability of it. However, over the last year or so, I noticed that the bridge had started lifting. It's not something I'd really thought about, but I started to see a discoloration at the back of the bridge, you know, from the red colour. It was a bit more sort of creamy coloured. And as time went on, this got worse, and I noticed that it was actually lifting off the body. And I knew I had to have something done about it, although I was kind of putting it off. But also knowing that if I carried on playing it, that it'd probably just sort of bounce straight off the front of the guitar, and that would be the end of it, probably doing a lot more damage along the way. So I took it into a guitar tech, and he seemed to think it would be fine. He would be able to replace that bridge, or rather refix it, and it'd be ready in sort of a week and a half. Anyway, time passed. After a week or two more after that, I chased him a little bit, you know, is it ready, how's it going? Not got quite round to it yet, but getting to it. And I had a few more chases over the following weeks, and again it was like, oh, I'll get round to it, almost finished, etc. Anyway, at one point he got in touch with me and said, look, I've done the job, I've replaced the bridge, put it back, but the laminate around the bridge had cracked when he was taking it off, and when he put it back on again, he then tried to kind of patch the colour up, I think about 5 times, but it could never match because it wasn't it's not his job. I mean, he's a guitar tech, he wasn't a bodywork expert for guitars. So I wasn't annoyed about it really, I was just a bit kind of sad. And I'd been reading about it actually, and it said that laminate guitars are quite tricky when it comes to doing the bridge, precisely for the reason that happened, that it can lift the paint off. So it was a question of trying to get a solution to it really. So we decided that it should go to a professional luthier rather than a guitar tech, to see if he could do it. And that's where it is now. So it's in for relamination of the front, but that also involves kind of putting new binding on, around the sound hole and around the body itself. So the guitar will not look the same, I'm sure, and there may even be some discoloration between the front and the rest of it. But I'm hoping that when it comes back, that it will at least sort of sound the same, albeit it might look slightly different. The thing is, I never actually thought that a guitar bridge could lift like that until it actually happened to me. But I do play in a fairly warm room when I'm recording, and I leave the guitars in there, and I think that's what caused it. I think it probably caused a little bit of bowing on the top, and that then lifted the bridge over time. So that's what happened. So I'm hoping to get it back in the next 2 or 3 weeks, if the job can be done, and I will then probably in a few weeks' time make a follow-on video, just to show you A, if it's worked, B, what it sounds like, and C, if I'm happy. And it might be interesting to see that, so I'll do that, and I'll do that as a kind of live video, just straight to the camera, show you the guitar, play a little bit with it and see what it sounds like. Anyway, for the moment, thanks for watching, and let's hope this doesn't happen to one of yours, because it just feels very personal, you know, when it happens to an instrument that I love so much. All the best. Bye then.